Hello traders, this is Alla Peters, founder of Fibonacci Trading Institute and proprietary Alpha Fibonacci Method. In this webinar, we will be concentrating on how to trade with ultimate simplicity, indicator-free, using price and Fibonacci only. First, I would like to remind you, everything I do in this webinar is to educate you about power of pure price and accuracy of Fibonacci. I would like to remind you that I'm not a financial advisor, that past performance is not indicative of future results, and all testimonials from students and graduates of the course you will see in webinar believed to be true, and no students had ever been compensated for testimonies, as you will receive the actual emails I receive from students. So, what is this webinar all about? This webinar is all about how not to be lost in the markets. Let me ask every single person who is here, where are you from? What part of the world, please? If you could just type in country or state. Incredible. Donald, Los Angeles. US. Fantastic. UK. So is Ken. Any other countries? Chicago, Kansas, Cincinnati, London. Here we go. As you will see, Australia, Chicago. Incredible, Brad. Fantastic to see you. Sammy, Irvine, my goodness. So many people from California in this webinar. It is so fantastic to see. Texas. Music to my ears. As you can see, the entire world represented in this webinar. Thank you, Blake. Utah. Incredible. Every single one of you has exact same struggles. I've been doing it for the last 12 years. I learned so much from my students. As you will see what Brad and Ken, who are present in this webinar, share about their trading journey. Every single person here felt lost in the markets at some point of their trading journey. Every single person here chased indicators and software, which we know extremely well. If indicators and software worked, every single person on the planet would be Bill Gates. If you feel lost and you do not know where to exit and enter the trades, it's only normal, especially if you're just starting out in the markets. And of course, if you had been speculating in the markets, and if you are using indicators, even 5, 10, 15, 20 years later, it never ends. The same problem remains. So, if you can't understand why markets or stocks are collapsing despite excellent earnings, or why markets rallying despite negative news, this webinar is for you. This webinar is for those who are tired of losing money, who are tired of chasing markets, who are tired of stress, sweaty palms, heart palpitations, who are tired of speculation and staring at the screen, not understanding price. So if you are tired for searching for Holy Grail, I have a news for you. Success recipe is exactly the same, no matter what you do. Make an effort. If you are serious about trading, master price. And if you do, the skies are the limit. So, if you would like to take charge of your trading, if you are done stressing out about markets, if you want to trade indicator-free with rule-based price action for entry on any instrument, and with ultimate accuracy using Fibonacci for exits, and to become profitable in trading no matter what you trade, if it's stocks, futures, options, or forex, this webinar is for you. So, my journey to the markets had been incredibly complicated until 2007, when markets started collapsing in the fall. I thought money grew on a tree. I invested on fundamentals, and I was buying a whole lot of real estate in Irvine, California, in Newport Beach, California, and in Los Angeles. Thank you, Ken. So, 2008 market crashing. Stock market crashing. I do not understand what is happening. CNBC is saying, hold the stocks. Do not get out of the stocks. My goodness. This was a stock I was holding, Chesapeake Energy. This stock had stunning earnings. One of the top energy companies in US. One of the smartest things I've ever done in my life is turn off CNBC and start paying attention to pure price. What did I recognize? I recognized very, very clearly that every single instrument on the planet looks exactly the same. That if I will do the quiz right now in the room, pretty please tell me, what is this? This is S&P 8-minute chart, correct? Let's do the quiz and let's find out what is this instrument. Pretty please. Anyone would like to tell me? Let's do the quiz. This chart looks exactly the same as S&P 8-minute chart. I recognize that in 08. Anyone would like to take a guess? What instrument is this? No one knows. I don't blame you. It looks exactly the same as this chart. This is 8-minute S&P, and this is beautiful, beautiful Apple. Identical price action patterns. Identical price action structure. I recognized if you can trade one, you can trade anything. Here is one more reminder. What instrument is this? Anyone would like to take a guess? No one knows. I don't blame you. This looks exactly as Apple, exactly as S&P. This is pound. And in this webinar, you will see why is pound rallying despite horrific news in Britain. Exact same reason as Chesapeake Energy crash. This is Apple, as it says very, very clearly in the left corner on every chart. So, this was the biggest discovery of my life. My goodness, every single instrument looks exactly the same. I went to work and I started working on price action patterns. And for the last 12 years, I never touched indicator again. Chesapeake Monthly almost stopped existing as a company despite spectacular earnings. Chesapeake Energy went into free fall for exact same reason, as you will see on multiple other instruments such as Amazon, Apple, Netflix, IBM, Microsoft, all the same. This is what price does when price reaches reversal zone. This is proprietary Fibonacci tool I developed in 2008. This proprietary Fibonacci tool has exact same accuracy no matter what you trade. When price comes to reversal zone, price collapses completely, 80+% of the time. This is from the trading room this morning. All recorded on video, posted on YouTube channel. This was brutal morning. Price was at the end of the minor trend for hour and a half. These levels were projected hours in advance. Price came to reversal zone and started collapsing. What is holding this collapse? This support. As long as this support respected, S&P is not going to collapse. And if I convert this chart to 5 to 6 to 7 to 1, identical Fibonacci levels will remain. If you choose to buy at reversal zone, nothing good is possible. Pretty please, do not do this. As you can see what a nightmare market had been at this level for the last 4 hours. So, Chesapeake Energy 1 minute, 3 minute chart identical. There is no surprise. Our YouTube channel has thousands of videos and 2,700 followers where you can see examples from the live markets on different instruments, different time frames, no matter what instrument, no matter what time frame. And the events of today and yesterday are very powerful reminder. Every single day in the markets will be different. And if you decide what you want to trade them all, why not? Choice is yours. I work with traders from beginner to hedge fund manager in US and globally. Traders who trade FX, futures, stocks, currencies, commodities, options. I write, I speak, and I invest using the method you see throughout this webinar. So, here's my favorite example. Here is Apple. This is a chart on Apple today on March 13th. Shall we walk down memory lane and take a look what Apple looked like before this collapse and before this rally? Shall we? Here is Apple 2016. 2015, Apple comes out with the worst earnings in 13 years. What is a beautiful thing about Apple in 2015? It is sitting at critical Fibonacci support. Famous 93, 91 Apple. Horrific earnings don't mean a thing. What do I say? If this support respected, Apple will rally. And this is Apple 2 years later. Apple doubled in value. My goodness, horrific earnings don't mean a thing. Why did Apple rally in value? Why did it double? Because Fibonacci support respected. The only reason. Do you see reversal zone in front of you? Do you see the next level? And do you remember the example from the trading room from this morning? My goodness, identical level, identical problem for hour and a half. And this is Apple. The end of the minor trend is reached, and if bullish rally will pick up this steam, 194 will be next. And this is what Apple does, as expected. Apple comes up to reversal zone by the end of 2018. No surprise that Apple starts showing exhaustion. horrific news is not out yet on Apple. By the time Apple comes out with disappointing earnings for the new iPhone, Apple already collapsed $30-$40 per share. No surprise. And what do you see in front of you? 140 trend inception, 140 level. And that's the power of the method. And that's where Apple rallied from many, many months later. No surprise what Apple had done. All in advance, all predictive. Where's Apple right now? My goodness, at exact same 181 where Apple was struggled for many, many months, 2018. Identical Fibonacci level to the tick, no matter what you trade. What is the lesson on Apple? Don't trade on fundamentals or earnings. If support in a play and rules are met, take a trade. Don't buy at reversal zone. Exit or trail carefully, because reversal is expected. No good news on Apple. Why in the world is it rallying? Because reversal zone is reached. No good news on Apple. And this is identical example from the trading room from this morning. Reversal zone not the place to buy, the place to exit. Identical price action remains. What is the difference? Risk management and trader psychology. Nothing else matters. Throughout this webinar, we will discuss Fibonacci and its unique qualities, the difference between Fibonacci versus indicators, how to identify indicator-free price action on any instrument, where to enter, when not to trade, and how Fibonacci identifies exits independent of news, earnings, or events. So, shall we take a look on few other surprises? My goodness, Amazon at exact same key resistance in 2018 at the end of the minor trend as Apple at 181. What is Amazon showing you? 2000 is a reversal zone, not the place to buy, the place to exit. And this is Amazon almost 10 months later. Shock or not? Amazon starts crashing, starts selling off. Spectacular earnings don't mean a thing. Fibonacci reversal zone mean everything. No surprise? Where Amazon finding buyers at key Fibonacci support, exact same as 93 on Apple. And where is Amazon today? Slightly above the end of the minor trend. Amazon had been struggling because this is crucial resistance. And if you understand the method, you know that this is the most important level on Amazon that will determine Amazon move for years to come. So, Amazon crashing $700 per share, no surprise? Why? Exact same reason. Because Fibonacci reversal zone identified many months in advance is reached. Good idea to exit the position. Bad idea to remain long. Success rate on longs less than 20%. Another spectacular reminder. If trading on the news and earnings worked, every single person on the planet would be Bill Gates. It doesn't. What works is market Fibonacci puzzle. And that's, time and time again, ultimate reminder. Fibonacci is the only natural predictive tool. Nothing else will ever give you that much accuracy. Ultimate accuracy, no matter what the news and earnings are. So what is Fibonacci? Fibonacci golden ratio was discovered by Leonardo Pisano in 13th century. This special mathematical sequence creates repetitive spirals which are present in nature. This exact same pattern present in financial markets. The most important number in the markets will forever be 0. If you know where 0 is, you're already on the right side of the market. 0 is almost everything. 0 is trend inception. And if you know where that is, you are already ahead of the game. And if you add 1, it starts creating Fibonacci spiral. 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 5 is 8, and so on. And this is what forms the markets. And this is how crucial and powerful this formula is. This Alpha Fibonacci Retracement tool identifies trend reversal for trade exits in advance of independent of news or indicators. Do you remember all the noise and all the nonsense for Tesla? This is what Tesla looked like at the start of 2018. Chart present in the room since early 2017. Price showing you 388 area is trend reversal. Price showing you 255 is key support. No matter how horrific news is, this support has exact same significance as famous 91.93 on Apple. This is Tesla 10 months later. Identical dance. No matter what Elon Musk smokes, no matter what SEC penalties are, this support respected, my goodness. No matter how terrible Tesla performs, no matter how much Tesla drops the prices, this support respected. And this dance continued for many, many months. This is a structure on Tesla. Nothing else matters. Once again, spectacular reminder. Fibonacci overrides any news, any indicators. If you know where Fibonacci reversal zone, you never enter into. If you know where bright pink line support is and remains intact today, no matter how horrific news is, never short into. Simple. This is price action on Tesla for almost 2 years. 255 is out, Tesla will collapse until 211. 211 is out, Tesla will collapse to 145. 145 is out, Tesla going to 79 and all the way to 12. Ouch. 255 is lifeline. But that's what happened last year. Horrific news, SEC penalties doesn't mean a thing. Tesla rallying because support respected, just like Apple. And that's what price does, no matter what you trade. All in advance, never after the fact. Alpha Fibonacci Retracement Tool identifies trend inception areas for trade entries in advance and independent of news or indicators. Pound. Shall we take a look on pound and what pound doing now and few years before? This is pound chart present in the room since 2011. Pound respects critical Fibonacci support. Exact same crucial support as 91 on Apple. Exact same as crucial 255 on Tesla. What did pound do? After 7 years of supporting this level, pound went into free fall. Is that what Tesla going to do? This is pound 2 years later. Collapse until reversal zone. This is pound 2018. What is it showing you? Collapsing to reversal zone. That's bullish trend inception. There is nothing good happening in England. Brexit being defeated, so why in the world is pound rallying? How does that make any sense? Because Fibonacci reversal zone is reached, pound will rally. And that continued. How many pips? 900 plus. How is that possible? There is no good news. Pound keeps rallying. Ultimate reminder. When price comes to Fibonacci reversal zone and rules are met, take a trade. Fibonacci overrides horrific news in Britain. Nothing else matters. This is pound now. Rallying with joy. Look at that. And if pound skyrockets to here, this will be war zone. Key support respected for 7 years. All the same, just like Tesla, just like Apple. What is the reason for a rally? Anyone knows? Pretty please tell me. The only reason? Fibonacci reversal zone. Nothing else matters. And that's a spectacular reminder. The power of Fibonacci and the power of all I've done in the last 12 years. And the reason I work with traders from beginner to hedge fund manager in US and globally, from 5,000 account to 5 million and 5 billion account. As Fibonacci give you all targets, all trend reversals, trend inceptions, minutes, hours in advance, and day trading, in position trading, days, weeks, months, and years in advance. On any instrument, any time frame, any platform. Fibonacci does not require any knowledge of math whatsoever. It only requires effort. Here's another powerful reminder. Here's a trend inception on 3-minute chart. Just like pound, charts are twins. What is the difference? The only difference? Hold time minutes. This is what price does on 3-minute chart from trend inception and trend reversal. Looks exactly the same as Apple. If I will remove 3-minute chart, you wouldn't have a clue. What in the world is this? Looks like pound. Looks like Apple. This is day trading chart. Identical Fibonacci level. Identical structure applies. Fibonacci will provide you ultimate accuracy for profit targets and, if rules are met, ultimate profitability. Fibonacci shows you when not to enter the market. Fibonacci retracements cannot be used without strict set of rules. It will never work. Putting Fibonacci randomly on the chart is the worst idea ever. Fibonacci removes speculation from trading. Fibonacci gives you ultimate accuracy. I take it very personally when people call Fibonacci indicators. Here's a basic example, nothing in common. First of all, if you come to any platform, Fibonacci is not found under indicators. Fibonacci found under tools, not indicators. Fibonacci is natural and predictive. Indicators delayed. If you've seen predictive indicator, pretty please, I would love to see. Fibonacci mathematical sequence, indicators artificial. Fibonacci can be used on any platform, any instrument, and it's free. It's your choice on what instrument, what platform, what time frame you want to trade. If you like and you found one indicator in millions that work, it can be used only on specific platform, specific time frame, and fees will vary. So, in summary, Fibonacci will override any news, any earnings, any fundamentals. I'm trying to be politically correct. It's been 12 years as I'm still waiting for indicators that works. Fibonacci absolutely overrides every single indicator. If you found the one that's not, pretty please, I would love to see. On any instrument, any time frame, any platform. So, here is 10-15 charts in front of me right now. Not one has an indicator. And why is price so simple? Because this is what I teach and this is what I show in the class. This is how basic and spectacular price is. Look at that. What is price showing you? Very clear and very simple. Pound, March 12th, finding support. Trading 101, do not short. What is this showing? This is a spectacular sign of bearish exhaustion. This is showing that there is no longer sellers in this market. That shorting this market is the worst idea ever. That monitoring for long is a brilliant thing to do. What is the price showing you at this particular moment? Bad idea to buy. This is bullish exhaustion. What is a smart thing to do? Take the profits of the table and adjust your trail, because right now price can collapse sharply. If there is a significant profit, adjusting trail closely, brilliant thing to do. And this is what I teach in every single class. Market consists of 5 price action waves. This is Apple. Take a look. Spectacular bullish power means serious business. When in single bullish formation you have more buyers than the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20 weeks, what does it mean? Buy Apple. Trading 101. You will be amazed how much you can see if you remove indicators. Exact same formula applies to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tick any chart you choose to trade. Choice is yours. It's all the same. Indicator free price tells you more about markets than price covered with confused and delayed indicators. Price action patterns repetitive and very easily identifiable. Price action is exactly the same as you saw in multiple examples: 5-minute S&P, Apple daily, Euro 4-hour chart, ETF, cryptocurrency, weekly, monthly, yearly. Doesn't matter what you trade. Price action shows us very clearly psychology in the market. And price action give you direct insight into how traders and markets behaving. So, this is a core principle. As my incredible students who are here right now will tell you, this is what I teach. Major trend consists of 5 major waves. Minor trend consists of 3 minor waves. Trade the end of the first impulse. Never ever 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 trade second or fourth. If you do, you're trading against yourself. If you choose to buy the end of wave 3, you're entering into the brick wall. This is very powerful example. This was the event on Netflix. Netflix comes out with spectacular earnings. Chart from 2018. Do you remember Netflix? Adding 7 million subscribers. Why in the world is it crashing? Why is it selling off? Because it is so close to reversal zone. The only obstacle to the downside that's left, key Fibonacci support, 315. What do you see ahead? If Netflix will crash through 315, the same exact level as 91.93 on Apple, Netflix will go into free fall. How is that possible? Adding 7 million subscribers and Netflix selling off? Of course, because that's what price does at reversal zone. Netflix keep selling off. Reaches Fibonacci reversal zone. What is the problem? 315, key Fibonacci support, now key Fibonacci resistance. Netflix crashes again. No surprise. Reaches Fibonacci reversal zone. This is Netflix today. Rallying as expected because Fibonacci reversal zone. Chart present in the room for years. Netflix comes out with another third spectacular earning. Does it mean a thing? Of course it does not. Just like 181 on Apple. Spectacular earnings at key Fibonacci resistance does not mean a thing. Netflix selling off until famous 315 number. Just like 255 on Tesla. Just like 93 on Apple. How many points, third time in a row, did Netflix collapse again and again and again? Almost $50 per share. But this collapse was spectacular and breathtaking. 7 million subscribers added. But Netflix sold off almost $200 per share. And that's the power of Fibonacci. And that's how simple price is. If you can pay attention to this, you can trade anything. In 12 years of teaching students, I've learned a lot from my students. I've learned that mindset is everything. I work with beginner traders who master method in a couple of weeks. I work with traders who've been addicted to indicators for years and have difficulty giving up indicators. They're apparently looking at the chart without indicators, giving anxiety and panic. This is what you need, pure and simple. Success in life comes from relying on yourself, not indicators. And if you do, you master this, the skies are the limit, because it's all the same, no matter what you trade. 6-minute, 5-minute, 60-minute, daily, weekly, monthly, all the same. Go to the source, to what indicators developed after. This proprietary Fibonacci tool, as you saw throughout the webinar, will give you ultimate target accuracy in day trading minutes and hours in advance, in position trading days, weeks, months, and years in advance. This is not software, it is not an indicator, it can be installed on any platform as long as platform has Fibonacci retracements. This tool can be applied to any instrument, any time frame, any platform. In order to use this tool, you must know settings and rules. This tool is yours forever, as knowledge is yours to keep. You're the one who sets up this tool and applies to instrument you choose to trade. Ken in the room right now. This is the email I received this morning. Music to my ears. And this is all that matters. So, Ken just finished group mentoring course and setting up and hoping to come back for private mentoring. Here's another email from Curtis, JP Morgan executive. We just met in New York. Curtis had been in the markets for 30 years. What does he say? Ultimate simplicity, ultimate purity. Your repetition about pivots and the importance of where institutions may step in have been super helpful. And being a simplicity-driven chartist before, you set new standard for simplicity and purity. And thank you for the intensive training program coming from JP Morgan Executive. It means the world. Fibonacci Mastery Group course only 8 weeks. In the course you learn all the strategies you've seen throughout the webinar. In the course you learn how to set up the tool, how to identify trend inception, trend reversal levels. You identify how to trade pure price for entry and Fibonacci for exits. You identify trend strength, trend weakness. You have access to online educational modules and videos available 24/7. 8-week course. I'm with students 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, with pre-market analysis at 9:15 EST, Monday through Thursday, guided live trading, Monday through Thursday, and key classes, Monday and Thursday. Classes recorded and you can view them 24/7. So, here's my incredible student who is here this morning, Brad. This is email from Brad from February 22. Brad been trying for a very long time. This is Brad's graph. So, this is where you can find so much more from students. If you come to the website, Brad created video showing you what he accomplished. I highly encourage you, please review and take a look what's possible and listen to the students. So, time and time again, the email students sending me and what students accomplish different from every student. Sam trading options, Anna trading options, Brad day trades, Ed trading options, Randy Forex, Jeff stocks. Every trader different instruments. And here's a beautiful video from Brad. So pretty, please come to the website, reviews, and see what Brad shares. Also, if you would like to listen to podcasts from other students, you can see that every single trader different story. And that's what I've done for the last 10 years. And that's the reason I live and breathe what I do. Those who make serious effort know the power and simplicity of all I teach and all I do. So, Pablo holding bar very high for everyone. Why? Because he's complete beginner trader. When he came to the course, he never pushed the button on the computer. He didn't know what trading platform is. And that remains the key. If complete beginner trader can master the method within a couple of weeks, so can anyone. Brad and Pablo finished private mentoring course, started with group, and decided that they want to continue learning. They do not want to stop. Private mentorship includes group course. Private mentorship at this time has only one space available. Private mentorship where I meet with you one-on-one and we concentrate on the instrument and time frame of your choice. I work with you one-on-one on the platform of your choice, and it includes all group classes, live guided trading, modules, video recordings. If you would like to join us in private mentoring, pretty please speak with me first, because this is on one-on-one basis only after we have the interview process. So, if you would like to see more, pretty please listen to our students on SoundCloud, view thousands of videos on YouTube, and read reviews on Facebook. Multiple sources of information throughout the website. And if you have any questions, never hesitate to contact me. 925-257-4298 or info@fibinstitute.com. Hope you enjoyed this webinar. Thank you, traders. So, one of my other favorite sources is our YouTube channel, where again, thousands of videos, more than 2,700 subscribers, where you can see method in live markets. We are over 2,700 subscribers on multiple instruments, multiple time frame, multiple platforms. Choice is yours, what you want to trade. Any questions? Pretty please review the information on the website in detail and do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you, traders. Question: if decision point, which may be an entry, rules determine where to enter, where to exit, of course. This is rule-based method, precise point of entry, precise stop, precise target. Decision point is not an entry. Decision point, you start scaling out and exiting. So if you're taking a look on this, and if you view the video from the trading room from this morning, you will see very clearly. We discussed pre-market and mastery course. This will be brutal war zone. This war zone remained for an hour and a half. It does not make any sense to exit at this level. Trader who chose to buy near this level remained in excruciating pain. So, very long video, almost 40-minute video of the entire morning of what played out this morning on S&P. Question about pound. Yes, of course, pound is rallying. Pound continue rallying. It doesn't matter what's happening in Britain. As you know extremely well, since yesterday, Britain failed again, second time around. Here says no oil, bullish rally on oil in progress. Everyone seeing this? And in case you forgot what oil looks like, let me remind you. This was oil in 2018. Do you remember this? What is oil showing you? Key Fibonacci reversal zone ahead. And what is oil doing? This. Take a look. Start selling off. My goodness, is that possible? Of course. That's what price does every time when it comes to reversal zone. 64 key support is out, oil in free fall. There is no surprise, not the place to buy. And what is oil showing you clearly? 40 is crucial support, just like 93 on oil. And what does oil do next? No surprise. Starts rallying close to that level. Shock or not. Only obstacle remains, key Fibonacci resistance, which was exact same obstacle 2017-16. All identified in advance, never after the fact. And this is oil now, today. Shock or not. This chart can remain in a play for many, many months, many, many years. Where to enter, where to exit the trade remains the key. And that's the reason, and that's the details in the course. Poor Boeing, my goodness, it's Fibonacci reversal zone. That's why Boeing's selling off. Boeing had been in Fibonacci reversal zone for many, many months. What is the key on Boeing? This support. This support is out. This will be crucial. This is the key. So one step at a time. Pay attention, please. 371 is out. 316 lifeline on Boeing. 316 is out. Boeing will start crushing until 260, one step at a time. But first things are first. There is no surprise why Boeing crashed, because this is Fibonacci reversal zone. So, thank you traders so much for your time. It's been my joy and pleasure being with you. If you would like to join us, please review the information on the website, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. I always look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much. Bye bye everyone. Thank you traders.